Now, after she passed away, I've read plenty of rumors. I don't know if rumors, facts, and history that Wyatt and his brothers, got into a big knockdown brawl with her brothers, and there was no clear-cut winner. And there's some things in there that I've read certain accounts of what happened, and then there's other accounts of what happened, and it's hard to really, see what's true about it. But yeah, they got into a big fight and a big scrap apparently because what I read was that her brothers didn't think she was old enough and she was too young to marry Wyatt Earp. And they had a big brawl about that. And I just heard a gunshot. It's kind of ironic. Let's hear another one. But hopefully you guys are hearing this. The wind's actually pretty crazy. But she, apparently after she died, there was no obituary, there was no certificate of death, and it was like she just disappeared from the face of the earth. So, I mean, I haven't read anything too far into if they had private services or what happened with the family or anything like that, and that's something I need to really dig. There's some birds right there. Good Lord. Two birds scrapping up in that tree. But yeah, I didn't hear anything. I didn't read anything about, what happened there. No death certificate, no obituary. And I know in the movie, like I think I said earlier, Wyatt Earp in the Kevin Costner film burnt their house down. And every account that I read, that never happened. He sold the land and that was it. So, and I mean, she did die pregnant with his son. That's what they said, it was a son. I'm not sure if that's completely accurate or not, because I don't know. They didn't have much ways of testing for that back then, I would assume, But yeah, after this happened, after she died, it changed him apparently. And I've read tons of interviews not interviews, but articles of him, of people saying like his eyes just went stone cold dead, like his eyes they were like a bluish gray, if I remember right, and he just changed. And God bless her, she died apparently of typhoid, but then again there's the ones that said she died in childbirth and it wasn't typhoid, and so it's kind of a gray area because you're going to get arguments on every other side of that. But yeah, if you're a father and the love of your life, which I assume he loved her, which in all accounts it sounds like he did, and losing your child and your wife, man. But that's where the legends, that's usually how the legend starts. And this is where the legend of Wyatt Earp began. The lawman in Lamar, Missouri. And I hope she's left rest peacefully, and they're all up together in heaven, and Wyatt actually got to meet his son. And I read on accounts of some of her family members that was just telling her what she did and stuff, because there's not a lot of information about her, about what she did and things like that. But some of her family members said that she worked in the hotel that her father owned, doing cooking and cleaning and helping her mother around, and her brothers worked in a leather shop and did things of that nature. But that's really that's really all that I could find. There's not a lot about her. So I hope she's resting in peace, and hopefully that the Lord's taking care of her and her son. And really kind of surreal to stand here and see the first wife of one of the greatest lawmen and legends of the Wild West. I apologize if I get too fast spitting out facts, because I was doing that earlier and I was like wanting to get stuff in, and I know there's things that I missed, and I apologize, because I'm sure there's some historians that are like, oh man, this guy's so amateur. Yeah, I am amateur. I'm trying, and I get excited about this because this is history that I get excited about, and I get too, like trying to remember everything and get all the facts facts in, but I do apologize. But like I said, history and things like this, it's stuff that interests me. It's why I'm always on the internet reading, trying to read historical articles, and watching Tombstone. Even though there was a lot of inaccuracies in that movie, there's still a lot of truth to it too. It's just Hollywood. They have to try to add different things to make things more attention grabbing for the audience, I would assume. But yeah, rest in peace, Urilla Sutherland Earp, and hopefully you and your son are in heaven and led a good life there. So that's going to be our little trip to Lamar to find some interesting things on Wyatt Earp, and I'm going to look into more info, because we might make a second trip to come find other things, because I'd really like to find where his family's house were, and if there's other things that I'm missing, because I couldn't really find a ton, but it's really peaceful. This is a really beautifully kept cemetery, and really nice place to relax. So I hope you guys enjoy your day. I'm going to get out of here and head back home.